pals and gals. Good morning. I hope that you guys are ready to begin because I know that I am. I'm feeling like I'm in a really good mood today. Yesterday, the weather was beautiful, and I'm so excited that the weather is getting warmer so we can go outside, kind of relax, get out of the house, and enjoy nature. So I hope that you guys are feeling the same way that I am. So I hope you're ready to get started. Let's go ahead and let's begin. So on our schedule, we're going to start with number 1, just like always, calendar. We are still in the month of May. So looking at our calendar, we can say, or we can see that the last day that was crossed off is the 4th. So that means yesterday was this day. What day is that? Monday. Yesterday, the day we just had, is Monday. So if yesterday was Monday, then today is Tuesday. And we can say today's date in a complete sentence just by looking at the calendar. So today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. Now, if today was Tuesday, then that means tomorrow will be Wednesday. Awesome. Let's say our 7 days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Awesome job, guys. Let's move on to number 2, our daily write it. Your word for the day is wig. Wig. So fake hair, or sometimes it's made out of real hair, but it's hair that people can put on and take off of their heads. It's like a hat that's made of hair. It's called a wig. So let's sound it out. W-ig. Wig. Tell your family how you would spell wig. Now let's take that word wig and turn it into a sentence. Our sentence today is, she has a wig for you. She has a wig for you. On your special lined paper, you're going to write that sentence, remembering to do everything that good writers do. Your family is going to check and make sure you're forming all of your letters correctly and helping you erase and fix them when we are not. But along with your letter formation, we need to remember capital at the beginning, punctuation at the end, stretching out all of our words correctly, adding spaces in between, and spelling our trick words correctly. All right, here's our sentence one more time. She has a wig for you. Go ahead and pause the video and write your sentence now. Okay, let's check them out. She has a wig for you. Let's count the words. She has a wig for you. 6 words. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What comes in between all of my words? Spaces. She, space. Has, space. A, space. Wig, space. For, space. You. Now, I did not have enough room to write the whole word you on that line. And I know I can't split up the word you and put my Y here and the rest of my letters on the next line. So I have to write the whole word on the next line. Make sure you did not split up any of your words. We have a lot of trick words today. She, has, a, for, you. Those are all trick words. And wig, I hope we sounded out on our own. This is a telling sentence. I'm telling you she has a wig for you. So there's a period at the end. Give yourself a pat on the back if you spelled all of these words correctly and got your sentence correct. If not, that's okay because you tried your best. But if you need to fix your sentence, go ahead and do it now. All right, let's move on. We are on number 3, letter and number review. Every day we do 2 letters, 1 number. Today our first letter is W. W, wind, W. Now, I start every uppercase letter at the skyline. I'm remembering to hold my pincer grip, slide to the grass line, slide up to the plane line, slide to the grass line, slide up to the plane line. W, wind, W. It's very similar to lowercase w, except lowercase starts at the plane line. Plane line, slide to grass line, slide to plane line, slide to grass line, slide to plane line. W, wind, W. What letter comes after W? X. I hope you got that correct. Uppercase is always first. Skyline, slide to grass line, frog jump straight up, now slide back. And when your lines cross, make sure they cross on the plane line. All right, now I'm going to make a lowercase x, but I do not have any room, so I'm going to erase. Lowercase x starts on the plane line. And once again, it's very similar to uppercase, except there's no line for when I cross, so I try to cross them in the middle of the plane line and the grass line. We don't want to cross them too high or too low, or our X will look super funky. Okay, those are all of our letters for today, so let's do our number. Your number today is 1 greater than 1. Which number am I referring to? Which number is 1 greater than 1? Well, we start with 1 and we add 1 more. 1 greater means 1 bigger. So make your number 1 bigger, and our number is 2. Swim around, slant down and back, then go straight back, and that is your 2. Now, what if I wanted to turn this number into a 12? I would add a 1 in front. The 1 always comes in front on our teen numbers. All right, guys, go ahead and on your special lined paper, write 2 uppercase and lowercase w's, 2 uppercase and lowercase x's, and then your numbers 2 and 12. Remember to do your best. Okay, let's keep moving. We are on number 4, our lesson plan packet. Now, in a way, you guys kind of have 2 packets now. So we have our Mad River packet that tells us every day we need to read 30 minutes every day and write about what we read. So we'll write about what we read on our journal page. There's also some ideas for what we can do, some activities with our books. It also tells us to practice math 30 minutes every day. And then it talks to us about our family service project. So you have a reading log and a reading journal, I guess I should call it. Your daily math log where you write what you did for math. And then here's your daily acts of kindness paper. Now, remember, part of your reading and math activities every day, I want you to work on the papers that I post because they give us great practice with skills and knowledge we will need for first grade. Because even though we're not finishing kindergarten in school, we're still going to go on to first grade next year. And you need to make sure that your brains are ready. So every day I post 3 papers: a literacy, a math, and then a reading practice paper. And those can count as part of your reading minutes and your math minutes. Let's look at what we have today. So, looking at our overview paper that I posted yesterday, I can see for day 2, we're doing our color by sight word, subtraction to 5, and read and draw 1. So, let's look at those. Color by sight word. This picture looks fun. Remember, you're going to use your pencil grip, color in the lines, and when you see the word like, you're going to color that area green. They, what color? Orange. Have. This is a trick word too, because usually super silent E hops over the consonant and pokes the vowel to make it say its name. Well, A's name is A. So if this word followed the rules, this word would be have. But have is not a real word. This word is have. That's why it's a trick word. It's not a kindergarten trick word. I don't know if it's a first grade trick word or not, but this is kind of the bonus word that we're working on today. Let's focus on have. Have is yellow. Was gray. Are blue. Want is another new word, pink. So you'll color the area the correct color. All right, next we have our subtraction to 5 paper. Now there's pictures here to help you. Now remember, subtraction means take away. So our first one says 3 minus 1 equals, well, you have 3, take away 1, so you can cross 1 out, and your answer is 2. You'll complete this paper. Then your very last paper for the day is a reading and drawing paper. So you're going to read the sentences and then draw a picture in the box. So let's read the first one together. I will run. I will run fast. I would color a picture of me running fast in the box. You'll do that for all of these sentences. All right. Now, for any of the main pages that are typed here, remember we have our helper sheet and we have some extension ideas. So color by sight word, if you would like another activity, an extension activity after this, you can look through magazines or books and see how many times you can find the sight word. For our subtraction paper, you guys can practice extra subtraction questions, like 15 minus 3 or 16 minus 2, if those are kind of easy for you. All right, guys, those are all of the pages for our lesson plan packet today. So you can go ahead and pause the video and you can work on those papers now. Alrighty, kiddos, let's keep moving. We are now on number 5, our read aloud. Now, since we are continuing learning about different habitats, yesterday we learned about the coral reef, well, the Great Barrier Reef in particular, and the oceans. Today, we're going to be focusing on deserts. So, our text today is called Desert Homes, and it is by Justin McCory Martin. Let's get started. Desert Homes by Justin McCory Martin. Oh, here's our table of contents page. It tells us what each section in the book is about. So chapter 1 is Home in the Desert. Chapter 2 is Birds and Mammals. And chapter 3 is More Desert Creatures. Here we go. Chapter 1, Home in the Desert. Desert days are scorching hot. Nights can be very cold. Let's learn about this amazing place and the animals that call it home. Deserts are often covered in sand. Strong winds whip the sand into steep dunes. Some sand dunes look like waves. What could possibly live in this sea of sand? Tarantula, thorny devil, ostrich, kangaroo rat. Most desert animals need very little water to survive. Take a look. Deserts make great homes for all kinds of animals. Many desert animals beat the heat by hunting for their food at night. Chapter 2, Birds and Mammals. Elf owls live in the desert. They are the tiniest of all owls. They are small enough to live in the holes of a cactus. Roadrunners also live in the desert. They can run 15 miles an hour. Wow! That is as fast as a person running at top speed. Roadrunners coo like doves. Fennec foxes live in the desert. This mammal digs burrows to stay out of the hot sun. So a burrow is like a hole in the ground. They like to munch on mice, lizards, and bugs. Fennel foxes use their huge ears to listen for prey. Prey are the animals or the insects that one might eat. Camels are another mammal that live in the desert. Storing fat in their humps allows them to go many days without food or water. Camels use their long lashes to keep sand out of their eyes. Chapter 3, More Desert Creatures. Gila monsters live in the desert. If you see one, beware. This reptile has a poisonous bite. This is a scorpion. Watch out for it too. The tip of its tail has a poisonous stinger. Scorpions have 8 legs just like spiders. They also have 2 arms. What else lives in a desert? Insects. They create a breeze when they scurry along the sand. This tiny breeze helps the bugs stay cool. Do you see the tiny tracks left by these bugs? A sidewinder rattler snake leaves body prints in the sand. Deserts are hot, windy, and dry, but many animals think this sandy home is just dandy. The end. So, for our thematic video today, we are going to watch another interesting video, and this one's going to talk about deserts. I'll bet you guys enjoy it. All right, let's move on. We are on number 6, math. We are all finished with our lessons that talk about measurement. So we can measure how heavy something is by saying it's heavier or lighter. We can measure how tall something is by saying if something is taller or shorter. We call that the height. Or we could measure the length of something, and we can say that objects are longer or shorter. So today we are going to start our review or our test. Now, since we're not at school, I went ahead and I copied 2 pages into our class tag post, and if your family would like to print them off, then you can work on them along with us or after. So let's begin reviewing what we have learned. We are on number 1 first, and it says choose all of the sets that have a green pencil that is longer than the orange pencil. So the green pencil needs to be longer. Is the green pencil longer here? No, the green pencil is shorter, so we'll cross that one out. Is the green pencil longer here? Yes, so we'll color the bubble. Is the green pencil longer here? No, they're about the same or equal in length, so we'll cross that one out. Is the green pencil longer here? Yes, so we'll color the bubble. All right, let's move on to number 2. Number 2 says, draw a crayon that is shorter. So we need our crayon to be shorter than this blue crayon. Now, one thing that we need to remember is that the crayons have to start at the same place. Because if one of our crayons starts way out here and then we draw it, we won't be able to tell if it's longer or shorter because they won't start in the same place. So I'm going to start drawing my crayon at the line, just like where this blue crayon starts. So remember, my crayon needs to be shorter. So if I drew my crayon here, would that be shorter? Yes. What if I brought it out here? Would my crayon be shorter then? No, it would be longer. Shorter is what we just did. Awesome. Number 3, circle the tree that is taller. Which of these trees is taller? The tree on the left or the tree on the right? The tree on the left is taller. I'll bet you guys knew that one. Awesome. Moving on to our next page. Number 4. This tree is taller than another tree. Draw to show the other tree. So if this tree is taller, does our tree need to be taller or shorter? Well, if this tree is taller, our tree needs to be shorter. Taller, shorter. So I'm going to draw a palm tree that is shorter. Awesome. Let's keep moving. Number 5. Draw 2 pieces of yarn of different lengths. So I'm just going to draw lines to show yarn, and they need to be different lengths. Different means not the same. So here's one piece of yarn. Its length comes out to here. Now I need to do a different length. That length is different. It is longer than this yarn. So these have different lengths. Number 6 says, which cube tower is shorter than the green? Is this cube tower shorter? Yes, this one is shorter. So let's see what it says. Color it blue. Well, I don't have a blue marker, so I'm just going to put a B for blue. Now it says, which cube tower is taller? Color it green. Or I'm sorry, color it red. Well, this cube tower is taller. It comes higher than the green one, so I would color this one red. Great job practicing your measurements today. we are already finished with math. I'll bet you guys knew most, if not all, of those answers to the problems we just did. So that brings us down to number 7, our flashcard practice. First, we'll do our daily trick word practice. When I hold up a card, make sure you say the word. Here we go. By, as, and, his, we, my, to, be, a, is, was, she, are, me, I, the, he, you, has, or, for, they. That they is tricky. All right, great job. Let's move on our very last set of flashcards for the day. Tuesday is shapes. Let's begin. Cone. A cone is like a party hat. Sphere. A sphere is like a bouncing ball. Cylinder. A cylinder is like a can of pop. Cube. A cube is like the dice you drop. Awesome. Those are our 3D shapes, or our fat shapes. So now let's move on to our flat, our 2D shapes. Square, hexagon, triangle, circle, rectangle. Fabulous. Guys, we are all done because the last thing is thematic video that you watch after our video is over. Remember, your thematic video today is going to be about deserts. And deserts are interesting, so I know you'll enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me on our video today. I'll bet that your brains got stronger with some more kindergarten knowledge. So since we are all done with the day, I want you guys to remember that I love you and I miss you. And I will see you guys all for our video tomorrow. Bye.